G'day guys, that guy Purps here, back with another music reaction video. We're going to be jumping back into Jinjer. Ever since I discovered this band through watching another reaction channel, I saw them react to, well, a couple of them. I've watched a few reaction channels react to them. Because the first time I heard Tatiana, and it was in Pisces, the first time I heard her, you know, when it switches up and that moment where every reactor's like, you know, I was like, myself, I was like, wow. So, of course, you got to go check out the other reaction channels, and you sort of sit here with a little smirk on your face because they don't know what's coming, and it's just, you just see them, oh, you know, yeah, she's got such good thing, yeah, I'm really loving the flow of this song, and that seems to be the general vibe. Like, everyone seems to love that intro, and it's all going good. She has this really nice voice, and then just down, down, down. I'm just like, whoa! So, ever since that moment, I've wanting to do more Jinjer. Then we did Judgment and Punishment, and we've done a couple of other ones since then. I've liked everything I've listened to so far. I'm not normally into heavy music, and Jinjer's sort of been a really good band to help me sort of bridge that gap and you know, dip the toes in the water of you know, what could be hopping, or not hopping across. I think I'm still gonna prefer hip hop. I think that's still my main music that I vibe with. But I like a bit of pop punk. I like a bit of pop. I like a bit of rock. So now I can add, you know, a little bit of heavier stuff in there and add a few different heavy songs. Maybe find a couple of other bands that have a similar vibe that aren't, you know, full heavy all the time and whatever. But yeah, the one thing I do like about Jinjer, the musicianship, is it's like the little riffs and stuff. It's very melodic and really gets you in the mood. It's not just all power chord, power chord, power chord, scream, 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 power chord, power chord. You know, the bass has a nice little bass riff. The rhythm guitar, halfway through will have like a nice little, yeah, a nice little run that they do. And then, you know, the drums, like, you know, it all just adds together. And when they did, I think it was Judgment and Punishment, you know, that sort of reggae sound, and then it can switch, and so they throw all these different sort of styles together, and they just seem to make it work. So I think that's what's really attracting me to this band is, you know, I used to play guitar when I was little. I was never any good at it. Only did it for a little bit. Learned the basics and stuff, but I still have an appreciation for guitar, and I still have an appreciation for drums. So that all combined into, you know, them and then their performance, and then, you know, you add Tatiana into that with, you know, the angelic vocals that she does, and then the demonic vocals that she does, and it's sort of, you know, there's sort of nearly a perfect culmination of everything that you'd want, or everything I'd want anyway. So, but yeah, this is the well, obviously you can read it on the screen, but it's Perennial, and it's the live at the Wacken Open Air in 2019. So this was probably one of the last live gigs they'd done before, you know, the whole everything happened in the world. So you know, they would have been, you know, in their stride, you know, up in the prime. So I'm expecting some good things. I don't know anything about this song, so yeah, if you do like the reaction at the end, guys, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and that's probably you. I know most of you out there haven't. So if you do like what I do here, we do lots of different genres, lots of different artists. The whole plan when I started the channel was to broaden my horizons in music and find bands and artists I've never heard of, and, you know, maybe like I have with Jinjer, find someone that has replay value for me. So hopefully you guys can look through my channel and see some of the other artists and stuff, and maybe give them a listen, and who knows, it might be something that is your vibe. So that's my biggest goal, and that's my aim on the channel, is to, you know, share music and have music shared with me, and grow my musical knowledge, help you guys as well. So yeah, best way to do that is to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way when I drop new stuff, you'll know when it's there and you can check it out. But yeah, without any blubbering on anymore, let's get into this one. This is Jinjer Perennial, again live at Wacken Open Air in 2019.
Dankeschön, Germany. Well, with the next song, we must say goodbye to you. But rather not goodbye, but see you next time.
Oh, so this this actual song might have been the last time they performed live before everything happened. I don't know. I don't know when the open air was. But yeah, this very well could have been one of the last performances they had before, you know, the world had to shut down for a while.
This autumn feels like funeral to me.
I hope they come into Australia, to be honest, and Adelaide. But yeah.
And not for what has passed, but for what shall last.
Alright, Germany, put it!
Little circle pit.
Exhausted nights, always so tragic and so eternal. Wow, spectacular shadows, ridiculous so sound. Death throws our slowly, crawling to our toes. As the last lift is falling out our life.
I'm here with her. I'm dressed with a few petals on my breast. Wish I'd open to let the landscape still the same. How long you'll walk, my I prefer to sleep a cold alone. We fix our eyes up to the sky to see you fly. Said us farewell.
Wow, look at that crowd. They'd have to be. Well, I get it. It's really hard. It's really hard to judge, but I'd probably say, you know, 40, 50,000 maybe. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to tell. You don't know how far it is, and people always look jammed in. It could only be 15. I don't know. But imagine playing to, you know, just that sea of people for as far as you can see. That in itself would be just a buzz. I really like this guy's guitar too, like how the frets sort of slant away. It's sort of, I don't know, it gives it movement. But yeah, they've all lost, you know, since I watched the Pisces and stuff. I'm you know, really familiar with that film clip because I've seen I've seen it, you know, a dozen times or whatever. But they all seem to, you know, lost a little bit of weight, look a bit healthier in this one. So, you know, that's obviously a good thing, and that's going to help with their music too because they can go harder for longer. But yeah, like, you know, off the bat with that, you know, real heavy, deeper sound, and then just straight into, you know, normal singing voice. So, yeah, that in itself is a talent that, you know, I think from the very limited exposure I've had, it seems to be a very unique skill set, is to be able to just switch straight away. You know, a lot of people need to take either a rest, a breather, even one breath, you know, but she can just seem to, yeah, just switch straight away. So, yeah, that's mad props to her for all the training and stuff she's done, and knowing her own body and her own vocal box and everything to be able to structure it that way. But yeah, I'm liking this one. Like the drums have a really good, really good like pulsing beat to them and stuff. So yeah, again, not disappointed. gets a double kick.
Come back to celebrate this festival of life.
Let us now fly. Today you reached the point of no return. Now cry and then die. Tomorrow I will meet you with yourself restored. Into the tradition of mass destruction in the name of total reconstruction. My biggest source of confusion. The reason of decay and
Let's not take away from the fact that this is live. You know, this isn't, you know, studio mixing, studio quality, studio sound, sound deadening in the walls, like anything like that. This is live. This is, you know, what you'd expect if you bought a ticket and went to the show. You know, obviously it'll sound slightly different because it's not run through a recorder, but, you know, her voice quality, it's not, nothing is put through and, you know, changed or anything to make her sound this good. Whereas a lot of people, or a lot of bands, you know, they need a little bit of sound engineering to make them sound just like they did on the record. Whereas I think Jinjer would be one of those bands, if you went and seen them live, bought the record, went home and played it, it would feel like you were back at the live gig. Yeah, this is really good. I just noticed too, like, you know, look at the drum set. There's no toms or anything. There's like, what, the one big, I think the big one's called a tom as well, but you know, it's a fairly sort of basic sort of drum set. Not all that, you know, I've seen some drum kits that, you know, there's 4 or 5 toms and like 10,000 cymbals, but the amount of different sounds that he can create just with what appears to be a simple kit, that, you know, that's impressive as well.
the reason of decay and disillusion. Under permanent ties, we found breathless paradise. No, we're not dead. No, you're not dead. Just enjoying coma.
Alright, so it's skinny and not that big. So yeah, maybe 10,000 people, you know. But it could even be 5. I don't know. But that's still, you know, just looking out and seeing, you know, jam-packed just people. You know, that'd be who you'd want to be playing to. You know, if you're an artist and you love the stage and you love performing to people, this would just, yeah, and they're all there for you. So
From the ashes of my rights, the new man will rise to live again. This is poetry of you. This is poetry of me and you. From the ashes of my rights, the new man will rise to live again. This is poetry of you. This is poetry of me and you.
oh, what a way to finish.
Well, we've heard a lot of great things about you, but it's about our expectations, man. You're fucking amazing, and stay amazing.
And the thing that gets me is she didn't sound out of breath at all that whole performance. You know, like she hit every one of those notes. She did everything, and then after you can see, you know, how like out of breath or taxing it is, or how she needs to catch up, sort of thing. So she doesn't let any of that fatigue or anything like that show, or it just seems so effortless when she's singing and when she's performing. And then after, like, you know, when she's finished, you know, you could tell, like, it was a performance. You know, she gave a lot of effort. So yeah, I quite really enjoyed that. And you know, if that's how they sound live, I really do hope once everything's settled down and we can move within countries again, that you know, they find a way to come out to Australia, Melbourne or Sydney or something. Hopefully Adelaide. But yeah, I'd definitely be keeping on the radar and, you know, getting a ticket and going to check them out. So yeah, let me know what you thought down in the comment section, guys. Again, if you did like the reaction, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel grow. And, you know, without you guys, I'm just, you know, a bloke in his bedroom talking to a camera. And, yeah, I suppose that's who I am anyway, without subscribers or with subscribers or whatever. But, you know, I like to have a bit of conversation with you guys down in the comment section where I can. Again, hit me up on Instagram and, you know, yeah, always there for a chat. But yeah, until next time, guys, like always, I'm that guy Purps, and I'll see you then.